Russian forces keeping up their relentless bombardment of civilian targets in Ukraine. Ukrainian officials say 2 Russian missiles hit this school in Kharkiv in northern Ukraine. This video shows firefighters trying to put out the flames. Russian forces also targeted this residential area in Kharkiv. Officials say that strike and another one reported in southern Ukraine killed at least 8 people, including a 6-year-old girl. Dozens more reportedly injured, including a 3-month-old baby left in a coma. Meanwhile, deaths are rising in the city of KREMENCHUK. That's where Russian troops launched a missile strike on a crowded shopping center yesterday. Ukrainian officials say the attack killed at least 18 people. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin traveled outside of Russia for the first time that we know of since his forces invaded Ukraine. He met with the leader of Tajikistan today. Experts say Putin is using the trip to maintain the Kremlin's sphere of influence in Central Asia. But Putin may face major blowback in Europe as Turkey today flipped its position and agreed to support Sweden and Finland's NATO, membership applications. CNBC senior White House correspondent Kayla Tausche is traveling with the president at the NATO summit in Madrid. Kayla.
Shep, that deal removes the only major roadblock for Sweden and Finland in their membership bids for NATO. Tonight, the Secretary General posting this photo of the country's delegations as they were clinching that deal, which sees Sweden and Finland agreeing to step up cooperation to prevent activities by groups that Turkey claims are terrorists. Full membership for those countries will double the border of Russia with NATO, but it's still months away. Sweden and Finland will be at the table this week, as well as 4 Asia-Pacific countries, as NATO crafts a long-term approach to Russia and China. Allied countries will also announce more immediate military assistance to Ukraine and increased troop and weapon deployments as transatlantic threats remain high. Tonight, President Biden told Spain's president the U.S. would send 2 additional guided missile destroyers for a total of 6 based in Rota. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said the U.S. would be making more commitments tomorrow for air, land, and sea. Ending the war in Ukraine remains top of mind after leaders closed out the G7 summit in Germany just this morning, pledging to ramp up the pain on President Putin while trying to aid Ukraine's recovery. As part of that effort, G7 countries pledged to spend $4.5 billion, $2 billion of that from the U.S., to prevent famine and starvation worldwide as food prices skyrocket and Russia prevents grain from leaving Ukraine's ports. This evening, Ukraine's President Zelensky made a plea to the United Nations to help open those ports, get some of that grain out, and tomorrow he'll be addressing the leaders of NATO.